The legend of Roro Kidul. Purportedly, Roro Kidul is a beautiful queen like nymphs. Her beauty never faded in all days. At the base south of the sea, the ocean which first called the Indian Ocean, south of Java Island, she governed a royal delicate creature kingdom that is very large and beautiful. According to the story, long time ago, there is a beautiful woman named Kidul. For her beauty, she was often called Dewi Sringenge, which means the fairest sun. Kidul is a daughter of King Munding Wanji. Although Kidul has very beautiful face, the king was still upset because he did not have a son who can be prepared for being the next king. After the king got married with Dewi Mutiara, there was born a baby boy. However, after getting much attention, Dewi Mutiara started asking many demands, such as making sure their children will be the man who will replace the king and the Dewi Kidul must be expelled from the palace. The first request was fulfilled, but the king was not willing to expel Dewi Kidul. "I can't accept it," Dewi Mutiara said. "I can't fulfill your evil request." The king said. Knowing the answer of the king, Dewi Mutiara smiled sweetly so that the king's anger slowly disappeared. But she had a revenge in her heart. The next morning, Dewi Mutiara asked her babysitter to call a witch. His name was Jahil. She commanded him to send witchcraft to Dewi Kidul. Jahil accepted his command. When Dewi Kidul was sleeping tightly, wind entered her room. The wind smelt bad like carcass. When Kidul woke up, she was shocked that her body was full of scab and it smelt bad. The King Munding Wanji heard that news. He was really sad. He knew that what Kidul suffered was not a common disease but that was witchcraft. He assumed that Dewi Mutiara who planned it. However, it was difficult to prove. He had to decide in the dizzy condition. He was confused what to do with Kidul. Due to the insistence of his advisor, her daughter had to be banished in order not to be a disgrace. Then, Kidul went alone like a beggar who was shooed from rich people's house. Her heart was broken. She cried. But she still believed that God would not let her be abused by the others. God's help would come soon and she was not allowed to hate and have revenge in her heart as her mother ever told her. Night and day she walked and it was already the 7th night that she went through until she arrived at South Sea Beach. She stood up and saw the breadth of the sea and she was like hearing a voice who asked her to go into the sea. When she followed that voice and her body touched the water, her body was recovered. She became a beautiful woman like before. Not only that, she would govern the sea and establish a great and beautiful kingdom. Now, she is called as Ratu Latsalatin, Queen of South Sea. Allegedly, Roro Kidul is a troll who had great power. Until now there are still people who want to be rich by a shortcut that is doing worship to Roro Kidul. They got a lot of money but they had to sacrifice the family to be a slave in South Sea Kingdom.